Take a look at shares of Centene and Magellan Health. As you see, heading in somewhat opposite directions. Centene, let's call it even on the morning. This after, of course, the announcement that Centene will acquire the managed healthcare provider for $2.2 billion. Joining us now is Michael Neidorff. He's chairman and CEO of Centene. Michael, good to have you with us. In the press release announcing the deal, you say this, quote, "This acquisition accelerates our diversification strategy and enhances our ability to build next-generation capabilities in our specialty care business by leveraging our scale and investments in technology." All right, explain to our viewers what actually that means.
Okay, it's a mouthful, isn't it? We have some major new technologies that are coming to play, and our size and scale has allowed us to develop it, and it will allow Magellan to use this technology to continue to serve their customers effectively. Now, let me just kind of frame it for you. We have a company, Healthcare Enterprises. It has an independent board. It allows us to do companies like this where they maintain their independence, firewalls between us and them, so that their outside customers stay very comfortable. It's headed up by Sarah London. And that's important. But this just increases our total capability. One of the things, and I use this as an example, we believe that as you move forward in healthcare, you have to integrate it. And we're dealing with very vulnerable populations. So, for example, you have a newly diagnosed diabetic, and they're with their endocrinologist or new cancer patient or something. They need to go see a psychologist to know how to deal with it. Their families may need that help. This is going to allow us to enhance that, put all these systems together, take some of our other technology, and just create a more advanced healthcare system.
But this moves you much more firmly into behavioral health and that market, and obviously mental health, which in particular during the pandemic has become a critical area.
Yes. It's a very underserved market, and it's been suboptimal in the kind of care that one. This gives us a very broad network to work with, as do their other customers. And so we see this as a very positive step in improving health outcomes, which will longer term and shorter term reduce costs significantly.
Michael, Jim, always good to see you. Happy New Year.
Likewise. Happy New Year to you, sir.
Okay, so we have I don't know, constitutional crisis conceivable, perhaps a new president in just a few days. He is obviously very much involved with the Affordable Care Act. A lot of what you've done should dovetail well with the Affordable Care Act, including this acquisition. How do you feel about the possibility that the Affordable Care Act could be modified a bit and that it might be something that Americans like?
Well, I think Americans have liked the Affordable Care Act, and I think we have a president and administration that understands the importance of everyone having access to affordable care. And we're not worried about what it's called or anything else. And we've had conversations with him during the campaign. And I'm very comfortable that he and his vice president want to see healthcare access there. They're going to focus on the quality, and all this will play in very well for us in how we're helping them deal with the most vulnerable populations.
One of the things that has changed in the healthcare system is telemedicine. I know you do telemedicine yourself. What is the cost of a visit to a doctor versus a visit to a doctor on your handheld?
Now, I don't have all the exact numbers in front of me, but it's a smaller percentage. But we're going to be structuring it based on how long that telemedicine consult is. If it's a 5-minute with a derm and he looks at the rash and says, "Oh, it's nothing," that's different. But if it's a 10 or 15 where they're talking to a internist or a cardiologist or something, you pay more. They go into the office, you're going to pay more for that, obviously. So it will be a scale. And what's most important is the access. We're very firm on access. And the physicians, the primary care physicians, are becoming fewer and fewer because the procedural guys can do much better than primary care, than the cognitive people. So anything we can do to help make them more efficient, we're going to be right behind it.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.